Hey guys, this is Rahul from Technoria, and today we are having this InFocus M330 device with us for review. So today we are going to do a quick unboxing and review of this InFocus M330. Earlier we have reviewed its first phone, the InFocus M2, which has got 8 megapixel front camera with LED flash. Now this is the second device which InFocus has launched in India. So we are going to do a quick unboxing and review of this device. So before unboxing, let me take you through its specs. As you know, it's the InFocus M330. It has got octa-core processor of MediaTek. It's MediaTek MT659 processor, which clocked at 1.7 GHz. It runs on Android 4.4 KitKat. The OS of this device has been heavily customized, which we will see later on. And it has got a 30MP rear camera and 8MP front camera as well for selfies. And it supports 3G. And it has got an internal memory of 16GB, which can be expanded up to 64GB by a micro SD card. And it has got 2GB of RAM. For connectivity, it has got GPS, AGPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and USB as well as NFC as well. It has got a battery of 31 mAh, which will give you a good amount of feedback. So let's just unbox the device, unbox it and see what we have in the box. Once you unbox, you will find your InFocus M330 itself. So let me just keep it aside. See what else we have in the box. We have a standard micro USB cable for data synchronization charging. Apart from this, you have a wall charger and you have a standard earphones, and you do have a button over here to accept or reject calls. Here we have some manuals and quick starting guides. So let's just put all things inside and see what we have in the phone. So here is the InFocus M330 with us. So let me just first tell you about its connectivity and ports. On right side you will find a button for your power and sleep. It's actually a plastic button finished in silver, which gives you a good amount of feedback. At bottom you have a micro USB port along with primary mic over here. At this side you have a volume rockers, again plastic button finished in chrome. At top you will find a 3.5mm audio jack for your headphone. At back you have a 30MP rear camera along with your LED flash, and here is your secondary mic for noise cancellation. Here is the InFocus branding and your steer wheel over here. It has got a rubberized matte finish, which gives a good hold to the device and it won't slip out of your hand very easily due to this rubberized matte finish. At front you have a 5.5-inch SD display screen, which is quite sharp and quite decent. As you can see, the viewing angles on this screen are quite nice and quite decent. As you can see, we are able to view screen from extreme angle as well. Okay, let me just show you. At front you have a 8MP front camera, which helps you to click good selfies. Here is your nice earpiece, and here are your some of sensors which are placed over here. First of all, in terms of UI, I would like to show you that on the home, on lock screen, you will find some shortcuts over here. Let me show you. Here are some shortcuts. All you need to do is just tap on it and pull it up, and it will launch that app directly to you from your lock screen. Let me just again show you. Here is your email app. Let me just it can directly launch your apps from your lock screen. In terms of UI, as we have seen in InFocus M2, it has got the same UI. It's a flat UI and you will find all your icons placed on your home screen. There is no app drawer. As you can see, all apps are, you can find all your apps on your home screen itself. Let me first show you its notification drawer. This is your standard notification drawer, and if you want more items, then all you need to do is just pull it down and you will find some more quick setting, or you can say quick option for you, which you can select from here. Let me go to the settings and check out the Android version it's running on. As you can see, it's running on Android KitKat, the Android 4.4.2. It do get software update automatically, so if InFocus release any update in future, you will get via here, and you will get OT update. It do support gesture and motion control. You can always go with them. You can assign these options to launch an app or do a specific task for you. Like I will go to this. Sorry, let me just show you. I want to just launch camera on double tap. Let's just check out. You can assign different tasks to your motion control. Apart from gesture control, it too supports location. It has got GPS navigation, so it can easily lock your location if you need your coordinates in some map or any other application. So it can easily lock your location very easily. In terms of app, let me just show you it has got 2GB RAM, and apart from 2GB RAM, you will get 1.4GB of free RAM on your first boot, which is very good. If you're running out of battery, then you can always turn on this power saving mode, in which it will reduce the brightness and do some other tasks to save your power. As you can see, it will do these tasks. It will limit the CPU performance of your device. It will turn off your data if you want, and it will do these kind of tasks to save your power if you are running out of battery. Let me just turn it off. It has got 3100 mAh battery, which will give you good amount of feedback if you are an average user. In terms of storage, it comes with 16GB of internal storage, and apart from 16GB of internal storage, around 3.38GB of internal storage has been assigned to your system, and you will get around 12.21GB free storage for you, which is very good. You can always increase its memory up to 64GB via a macro SD card. And one thing I would like to show you, that you can always set the default write disk to your external SD card. If you insert an external SD card, it will show an option over here as well. This device allows you to hide the notification from a specific application, so that if you don't want any notification from your drive application, then you can always hide all the notification from the status bar. So if you get any drive notification, then it won't be shown on your status bar. Indoor display, it quite bright display, and it do support automatic brightness. As you can see, it do support automatic brightness. You can always turn it on if you want this device to adjust the brightness level according to the environment. This device comes with NFC support, and it has got NFC in it, and it also supports teaching and portable hotspot. You can create Wi-Fi hotspot. It also supports Bluetooth teaching, and USB teaching is also possible via this device. So that's all about its the settings and its feature. If you take a look around its device, then you will find a silverish finish which runs all across its body. Actually, it's not a silver body, it's a plastic which is finished in silver and gives a fake look, but quite decent and quite good look to the device. below screen you will find your 3 Android button, and these are the backlit support button, which means you can easily tap on them in a dark room or a dark condition. Let me show you the phone from. As you see, here the battery, and here is your dual SIM card slot, which you can insert your dual SIM over here. Here is the micro SD card slot to expand your memory up to 64 GB from here. As you can see, it has got a huge battery of 3100 mAh, which will give you a good amount of feedback. If you are an average user, then you will get good amount of feedback from this battery. Let's just take a look over its camera. As you can see, the camera UI is quite similar to what we have seen in other MediaTek powered devices. Let me click a photo of my device with it. Let's just take a look over the image. As you can see, image is quite sharp. The colors are coming out very sharp. Color separation are very good in this image. As you can see, details are again not very good, quite decent, but consider we are sitting under artificial light, and we didn't use its flashlight, so you can expect this kind of image. Let me just click another image of this charger. This time I'm going to use flash. Let's see how its flash works. Okay, let's take a look over the image. As you can see, details are quite sharp. I would say quite sharp. I would say very much sharp on this image. As you can see, again, as I told you, under low light condition you will find a decent image, which is this. But if you use flashlight, then you will get more detail on the image. In this image, you can see colors are coming out very sharp. The image is very rich and vivid. So camera is quite good on this device. Let's just take a selfie from this device. It has got an 8MP front camera, and its front camera can automatically capture your image if it find a person smiling. Let me just capture an image, and I will show its quality. Okay, here's the image. As you can see, details are quite sharp, quite good in this image as well. We had used front camera for this picture. Again, I will say there is some noise, and it is due to the artificial light under which we are sitting at this time. So camera is definitely good for this device. Let me just show you some benchmark test which will give an idea of how powerful this device is. Let me just trust. So on Antutu got a score of approx 34,000, which is very good, a very good score for a device of like this. Let me show you another benchmark score. It's Ninamark 2, and let's just run this benchmark score as well. So on Ninamark, it has got a score of 59.7 frames per second. Again, it's a very impressive score for this device. Let me just run the final test. It's the multi-touch test. Let me show you how many touch point it has got. It supports. Let me just show you. It's supporting. Okay, I think it supports. Okay, so it supports maximum 5 touch point. Again, it's not bad. It's good as well. Let me show you its dialer. As you can see, it has got the custom dialer which you will get on this device. And in terms of video calling, yes, you can make video call from this screen directly from this screen. In terms of messaging app, let's just show you messaging app. And continuous typing is not possible on this device via this keyboard, via the stock keyboard, and no, it's not possible. As you can see, it supports Hindi language as well. As you can see, the numeric pad over its alphabetic keyboard is in Hindi. You can always switch between Hindi and English. So if you'd like to type in Hindi, you can always use this device, as it comes with Hindi language right out of the box. Another cool feature which this device has got is the audio effect. You can adjust the you can find different kind of audio effect, the equalizer on this app, and you can select the best app which you want to enjoy and which you want to select, and it will reflect on the audio quality which comes out of this device from this speaker. But you won't find much difference when audio is coming out of this speaker. If you plug a headphone and then adjust these or use this equalizer, then you will find much more, you will see much more difference when you use your headphone. So apart from this, let me just give you an idea how video and audio quality is on this device. Let me just play a video from our YouTube channel. Okay, here is the video which we are playing from our YouTube channel, and it will give a good idea how video and how is the audio quality of this device. Let me just turn volume to maximum so that you can get the audio quality idea as well. Play. As you see, as the speaker is placed at the back or here, so if you place this device like this on a table, then audio is getting muffled a bit, but not that much, which will affect the audio quality. It's getting muffled a bit, but not that much, which anyone can notice, or you can't hear the audio from this device. If we talk about the video, then you can see the video is looking nice and the viewing angles are quite sharp and quite decent. As you can see, we are able to view screen from extreme angle as well. So the viewing angle on this device are very good. So apart from this, there is nothing which for us to show at this time. If you have any specific question, then do leave a comment below so that we can help you, and we will be happy to help you. So that's it from us. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. This is your host Rahul Sharma signing off. If you like this video, then don't forget to press a thumbs up for us, and do subscribe to our video channel so that you will get notification once we upload the upcoming videos, upcoming reviews and tips and tricks which we are going to upload on our channel very soon. So that's it. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. This is Rahul Sharma signing off.